So moving baby chicks from a brooder to the soil is very similar to putting a child or an infant even into daycare with their immune systems. I've been getting a lot of messages about people with symptoms that really clearly seem to be coccidia in their newer chicks that they're putting onto the soil. So it's definitely time to brush up on symptoms and treatment of that. But also I'm seeing people ask about questions about when to put their chicks on the soil. And we always make it about heat requirements. Your chicks need to be or have the ability to get to 95.5 degrees the first week of life, and then you can subtract 5 degrees per week after that. But that's really only a piece of it. It's really the only piece that we ever talk about. But a lot of it is immune system health as well. Your chicken's immune systems really need time to develop to be able to fight off or acclimate to whatever they are introduced to once they leave that secure brooder and move out into the world and onto the soil. And of course, part of my evidence for this is like my chicks hatched underneath broody hens. Literally, I've never dealt with coccidia in any chick that was hatched underneath a broody hen, and I've never dealt with pasty butt in chicks hatched underneath a broody hen. Now, I think pasty butt actually has more to do with heat requirements, but the reason for this is that those developing embryos in the eggs are gaining nutrients from the mama hen as she's sitting on them and as they're in the soil throughout development. Chicks who are hatched in an incubator do not have that strength. And so this brings me back to my baby comparison. What I found is that even if the heat requirement, even if it's warm enough outside, the younger the chicks that I move on the soil, the more likely that I'm going to have to treat for coccidia or add some like oil of oregano or things to the water to help boost the immune systems, because their immune systems haven't had time to just kind of grow and develop without being introduced to all the pathogens outside. Whereas if I can keep my chicks in the brooder as long as possible, like say to 6, 8, 10 weeks even, and then put them on the soil, I am less likely to see negative consequences from things like coccidia. And look, this is not like my scientifically researched and proven evidence. This is just what I've seen in about 7 years of chicken keeping and hatching chicks for about 6 years, like consecutively every season. I deal with a lot of chickens. I'm sure I've got several videos already on this channel regarding coccidia. I actually think I even have one posted. And beyond that, if you are needing one-on-one support, if you're new to chickens, new to hatching or whatever, join my Patreon. It's like less than $10 a month. I offer you one-on-one support. There is a bunch of educational content on there, quick reference charts, and it could be a really, really good resource. Ooh, not to mention the Facebook community that it will bring you into.